What happens when 4 Lionhead Studios employees leave to form their own company in 2006? You get Media Molecule. After the founding of the company, they decided to pitch an idea to Sony. A side-scrolling platformer starring Mr. Yellowhead. Oh, wait, excuse me. I meant to say Sackboy. Oh, and there's also some mention of a level creator, but I'm sure that's probably not going to go anywhere. In any case, Media Molecule announced their very first title at GDC 2007. $4.5 million copies. That's impressive for a debut title from a company with less than 40 employees. And that level creator I mentioned earlier, by 2013, there were 8 million levels published online. Awesome! However, the community has suffered a great tragedy. In 2021, after multiple attacks on the servers, Sumo Digital temporarily shut them down. The shutdown was later made permanent on September 13th. Truly, a tragic moment for the fans of this franchise. So, what remains of LittleBigPlanet? Well, let's pop in the disc and find out. So after installing the game inside the game, we jump right into the very first level. Aside from the very floaty physics, it's pretty decent so far. Then we get to our main menu.
If you were to stand on LittleBigPlanet and try to imagine a more astounding, fantastic, and creative place full of enthralling adventures, uncanny characters, and brilliant things to do, you couldn't. All imagination is here, and what you do with it all is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit. Let's just jump into the campaign proper. Oh boy, there sure is a fair amount of clipping in this game. I ended up getting stuck in objects. Twice! Granted, I was able to avoid soft-locking myself by using the try again feature in the pop-it menu. But other than that, this campaign's actually as clean as a stainless steel fridge, and it all works with no internet connection required. Up next, hey, what's this bonus feature section? Ooh, there's a lot of extra stuff here. I guess this is what happens when you have a special edition of the game. Yeah. Included in this collection is 5 Metal Gear Solid levels. It's basically flawless, and honestly, I actually had more fun with these levels than the actual campaign itself. After that, we have a few uneventful collection levels. Let's just skip to the featured community creations. 3 of these community creations have oversights that basically allow you to clip into areas you're not supposed to be. Nothing like getting stuck behind a bunch of stairs, huh? Like before, I was able to use the try again feature to get back on the main path. Also, could someone tell that the Killer Miller that hit the ship in his level would not cooperate with me? I had to restart the level to get the ship to cooperate with me and allow me to finish it. But other than that, I would say all these levels are beatable, and some were actually very fun and creative. It almost makes me want to create a level of my own. Well, let's do that, shall we? So, this is the famous level creator. This is where your creativity will flow. But I don't know how this stuff works, so let's do some tutorials. So, after 16 tutorials in the menu, I miscounted, there's actually 18 tutorials. I am able to create levels with skill and confidence. You know, when I'm not being bombarded with even more tutorials. Well, at least you can skip them if you already know how to use them. And the cherry on top of this, you don't need the internet for any of this. Nice! Let's see what else we have.
Your very first creation. You did it! We knew you were going to be a visionary in the LittleBigPlanet universe. We all said so. Should you wish to change the name of your scene, or choose a different picture for the badge, or, dare I say it, publish your creation...
Stephen Fry, you can't really publish the level anymore. The servers were met with a very terrible fate. Also, what's this mysterious moon to my left? That's been bugging me this whole time.
This is the Info Moon, a place full of facts and figures about you. How big your ears are, how many you've got, that sort of thing. If you're connected to the PlayStation Network, you can also find out information about your friends and the wider LittleBigPlanet community. It's a brill way to make new sack buddies. Try it.
Yeah, everything's crossed out, Mr. Fry. I can't do shit here. Oh, that was a very unfortunate ending. That's LittleBigPlanet for you. But hold up! I'm not covering just the first game. This was a success after all, so, of course, there's a sequel. Let's check it out. Media Molecule began work on a sequel before the first game was even out. I guess they had a lot of confidence of this being a franchise, huh? From what I was able to gather, LittleBigPlanet 2 sold 3.5 million copies. Not as successful as the first game, but it was still a success nevertheless. Also, like its predecessor, the servers have been shut down. Let's find out what remains of this game. Like the first game, it needs to install within the game, and we're off to the intro level. Huh. Still has some very floaty physics. Now that we're out of that, let's... Oh wow! Actual cutscenes! Let's get started with the actual campaign. When it comes to the campaign, pretty much all of my problems start and stop with the 5th boss. An old glitchy friend has returned. So you have to carry a white blood cell and shoot it at threats. But it is possible to accidentally clip it out of bounds. I actually had to restart this level because the white blood cell that I was using to attack the boss clipped out of bounds, and I literally couldn't do anything here. But other than that, this campaign may actually be cleaner than the first game. Aside from the tutorial, I never had to use the try again feature once. And what's this? It looks like this special edition of the game also has some preloaded DLC. Let's see what we have. It looks like there are 2 brand new modes. The PlayStation Move Pack and a Toy Story Pack. Unfortunately, I can't test the prehistoric adventures since I need a PlayStation Move. Sorry about that. But you know what I can test? The Toy Story Pack, and it's absolutely flawless with no issues whatsoever. What the fuck killed me? I was doing well in the level and now I can't ace it. God damn it! Anyways, the rest of the DLC on the disc is basically from the first game. I don't have anything new to add, so let's just move on. Let's check out this moon on the right. Most of the stuff is crossed out. No matter. Let's jump right into the tutorials so I can master the new... Oh my god! 61 tutorials? That's a lot to remember! Why dump all of them at once? Well, at least the tutorials work offline, just like the first game. Now let's check out that level creator and build a level. There! I know it's not exactly the most creative level, but it's a good start. Too bad I can't actually publish the level. Well. And that is the LittleBigPlanet games. While you may not be able to do everything, you could still do some things on this build. I would say the first game probably has more offline things to do, but both games do have plenty of levels from the campaign and DLC for you to enjoy. And while you may not be able to publish the levels or interact with other people online, you can still play your creations with your friends locally. I would actually recommend picking up these games. Whether it's the standard or special editions, these games will put a smile on your face. Now that that's out of the way, join me next time for Little Big Planet 3. See you next time!